You know something, Davey Richards? I always hear you talking about how the hunt is on. How I'm in the target reticle. Davey, kind of sound like a broken record. You say the same thing over and over and over again, and it's really not that creative. However, the American Wolf could be no more applicable to your situation. Because gosh darn it, I feel like the Little Red Riding Hood. Let me brush everybody up on that story, because I know this one quite well. Little Red Riding Hood's grandma told her, don't go into the forest, because there's a dangerous wolf there. Davey, you are that dangerous wolf. And then what happened? The wolf killed the grandma. Davey, after you killed my grandma in cold blood to lure me out, I had no goddamn choice but to come and get you. Now it's too late, Davey. Now it's gonna be me and you, one-on-one. And I might be in the crosshairs for you, but oh boy. I got my red cape on, which is symbolization for my wrestling gear, and I have my basket of tricks. And there'll be plenty of them. And by hook or by crook, Davey, I might just sneak away with the win on this one.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Shane Hagedorn, he is one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions from Othello, Washington, Davey Richards.
Makes his entrance here in the St. Louis area in a match that a lot of wrestling fans have been waiting to see all evening. Two of the most exciting performers in Ring of Honor today, Kenny Omega and Davey Richards, the lockup one-on-one.
And you see Kenny Omega wearing his new t-shirt that you can buy at ROHWrestling.com. But the creepy thing is, when he wears that t-shirt, it looks like he's naked. It barely covers anything. Look at that. Look, Kenny Omega is naked in the corner, it looks like. Okay, no, he's not. Thank God he wore trunks.
It's always been pretty creepy when wrestlers would wear a t-shirt and just tights. Looks like they don't have pants.
Especially when they don't have knee pads. For some reason, the lack of knee pads makes it look even stranger. You would never see Davey Richards walking around in little trunks and no knee pads. Never. Because he's a real man.
Davey Richards is all business.
All business and Kenny...
Oh, and no code of honor follow.
Little saliva on the chest.
Richards on the heels of successfully retaining the ROH World Tag Team titles in the Ladder War 2.
Oh, these guys are starting off hot.
Right off the bat, just dishing out the punishment. Kick blocked. Drop kick swatted away. Both men very, very quick. He got out of harm's way. Wagged that finger at Davey Richards. He said. He was like,
It's inevitable, though. Davey Richards is going to get his hands on him. He's going to kick his brains out. Getting a little advice from our good buddy, Shane Hagedorn.
Single-handed knuckle lock. They get in Greco-Roman here in St. Louis.
Twists it to a reverse wrist lock. Transitions to a traditional wrist lock.
tables on Davey Richards.
Kenny Omega very dangerous in this part of a match because he's very explosive. He's very athletic. He can pull out these maneuvers out of nowhere.
Be it at the beginning of a match, the middle of a match, the end of the match. He's displayed on many occasions that he's very unorthodox in his style. It's very difficult to prepare for Kenny Omega as an opponent, one would think. But Davey Richards is one of the very best in the game today.
I would say that Kenny Omega's biggest weakness is the fact that he telegraphs a lot of his maneuvers. If you've seen a half dozen Kenny Omega matches, you've seen a lot of his different sequences. You can kind of see what he's going for.
Likes to utilize that electric chair German suplex to put away his opponents.
Kreuzrath, some people call it. And
who exactly was Kreuz? Was he a former NWA guy?
It's probably just some dude he met in Canada. Kreuz.
I guess a name moved out there. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the Fez Press, the
Yeah.
Kreuzrath. Who did
Exactly.
Kreuz ever beat?
I don't know.
Davey Richards trying to fight his way out of this side headlock. Shots to the midsection, but resilient, able to hold on to the headlock.
See, I'm a big fan of this match because I've got Kenny Omega tomorrow in the first round of Survival of the Fittest. I am the returning survivor of the fittest, if you remember.
Yes, indeed.
And hopefully Davey softens Kenny up for me. Oh, Davey transitioning right out of that pin. Excellent hold for hold. If he can get his feet under him, he'll stand up and rock him back and forth. Decides to go with a pin instead. Leg roll.
Oh, and Omega turns the tables. But Davey keeping his head down, trying to block full extension on that. By Kenny Omega. Back to his feet, right back to the headlock he goes. And it's a good opportunity for you to talk to your fellow stablemate after this matchup. Get a few pointers going into that match against Omega in the first round of Survival of the Fittest tomorrow.
See, you would think that, but Davey's not really the kind of guy that you talk strategy with. Davey's just the kind of guy that goes out there and he's like, yeah, man, kick his ass. I'm like, all right, Davey. No, I can't be like, well, what do you... Yeah,
That
exactly.
kick.
Exactly.
If the ropes weren't there, Kenny Omega would have been floored with that first kick. And that one as well.
If you'll remember, before the inception of the American Wolves, I had tag matches teaming with both men. Big monkey flip almost lands him on his head. Momentum rather, carrying him all the way out of the ring. Momentum.
Is that like adamantium?
Not quite sure. Sends over to the corner. Moonsault to the floor.
A big chance taken by Kenny Omega right there. It pays off. Driving Davey Richards down to the floor. As these fans to their feet. Let's bring the action back inside the ring if he wants to go for the victory, though. Big match for Kenny Omega. A lot of people say that he's a very promising wrestler. Has yet to hold any championships here in ROH.
But just a month ago, he was in Japan for DDT in their sold-out show from Sumo Hall. Did you hear about that? They sold out a show at Sumo Hall. DDT did.
Like 9,000 people or something
Yeah,
crazy
ridiculous. Much like that drop kick to the midsection of Kenny Omega.
like that. Great defense right there by Davey Richards.
There was Davey's wrath. And he is stalking him much like a wolf stalks his prey. You know what's funny? Kenny Omega loves video games, and I cannot even picture Davey Richards playing a video game. Unless it's like maybe one of those deer hunting games that you see in a truck stop. Oh! Back and forth. You know, I actually should probably be in the back getting ready for my match. I'm wrestling a returning Tyler Black in a few moments, but...
That is a pretty big match for you.
Oh, as he kicks him into the corner, but with action like this, I am glued to this monitor. And I mean, come on. I'm that young knockout kid, Chris Hero. It's not like I need to warm up that much anyway. I'm the best shirt in my life. I'm knocking people out left and right.
You know Tyler Black very well already.
Yeah, I know he's got that weak neck. I know he talks like this. I know he's very soft-spoken and emotional. So come on. Not much he can do against the man with the golden elbow.
every single fan in this building has their eyes glued to the ring watching this match, and no doubt everyone in the locker room as well. Two very exciting styles doing battle in this one.
Oh! You don't see Davey Richards throw many punches. It's usually forearms and chops, but that was a punch right to the jaw. Softening up that midsection even more.
He's also very determined and almost mocking the fans and their support of Kenny Omega. Davey can't waste any time here. The wrestler the caliber of Omega across the ring frame.
Wasting
a little bit too much time. Delivered that shot to the midsection. Omega firing away.
Big headbutt.
Back suplex from Davey Richards. Go with the shoulder up. They're going to wear the man down, applies the body scissors right around that midsection. Forearm shots to the back of the head of Omega. Now cross faces. In combination, just roughing him up here. Davey Richards.
I know that hair looks really curly, but I don't think it serves as much padding against those rough forearms from Davey Richards.
Omega trying to pull himself back to a standing position here. Again, Richards just so focused.
Ah, yanking at the hair.
You got that much to yank.
Oh!
Backbreaker right over the knee. Knee placed right in the back. Kenny Omega pulling back on the chin lock as well. Gotta take away that energy when you're dealing with someone like Omega who is so explosive. Wise move on Davey Richards' part.
I don't know, Kenny Omega has his legs underneath him. It looks like he's gonna get out of this hold.
Elbows to the midsection, trying to break free. Kenny Omega does.
Big chop.
Bringing away on that arm. Backs him into the corner. Irish whip reversed. Omega into the buckle. Richards charges.
Charges. Flips over. Seen the roll. Frankensteiner takes him over. Could he be charging it up right here? Stop. Enziguri. Davey pushed it to the side, but that had no bearing on what happened. Big rocket punch, you son of a bee!
Floors Davey Richards.
Second rope moonsault. Great elevation.
That was an excellent combo of maneuvers by Kenny Omega, but not enough to keep Davey Richards down for the 3 count.
He could have snuck away with the win there on that. It was very close.
Hagedorn encouraging his man on.
It looks like he got that hat out of the Kenny Omega wardrobe.
And for Dragon Suplex, but countered by Richards.
Dragon Suplex, nope.
Favoring his back as he tried to snap back with the suplex, but Richards blocking the attempt. Did some damage to the back of Kenny Omega. It's the boot up into the face of a charging Richards.
Oh, jumping Enziguri. Great height on that. Climbing to the top rope. Perhaps setting up for a superplex. Kenny Omega's legs are inside the ropes, which makes that move even harder. Almost gourd-bustered him down. Oh!
Hard kick right to the chest.
Yanking him out of the corner.
Variation of the alarm clock, and Richards still just as focused as ever.
I think he's got big plans for this. Because he didn't go for a pin right away. He was enough to garner something. He's going up top.
I think headbutt possibly.
He might be a little bit too far out for that shooting star press. You're right, Dave. Diving headbutt. Like I said, I really should get going.
You can't tear yourself away from this match. It's back and forth between these two.
Come on, Davey's my comrade. I gotta be out here. I gotta wish him the best, and I'm just really curious to see what's gonna happen.
He's going for that cloverleaf right there, but Omega able to reach the ropes. Just measuring Kenny Omega.
Oh, thunder.
There's a kick.
Thunder clap across the chest. That didn't do any damage.
Which is pissed off Davey.
Davey's always pissed off.
That's true. Telling him to bring it on.
Right to the chest again. Picks him up by the hair.
Kick caught. Slaps right across the face and a headbutt.
Out of nowhere. Stop! Oh!
He stopped.
Oh, I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Richards off the ropes. But there's Omega. Takes out the leg. Head of steam.
Leaps over into a bulldog. Oh! Within a hair of beating Davey Richards is Kenny Omega. Leaping from behind into that bulldog. It's like Sam Houston went to the moon.
Could be looking for that Kreutz Wrath.
Davey saw it coming. He telegraphed it. Like I told you about Kenny Omega. Oh, come on, Davey. Come on, Davey. Fire back. Another left-handed forearm.
Omega staying on his feet, firing back himself.
Oh,
Hard boot to the midsection.
And with that 180 thrust kick. And he follows it up with one of his own. And jumping kick to the face.
Kenny
Sets him
Omega
up.
now. 2K1 bomb.
Oh!
What's the leg?
1, 2. Oh!
Only 2.
Dave, I hate to do it, but I gotta go to the back.
You have Tyler Black coming up. Get ready for your match. I'll tell you who wins later. Kenny Omega and Davey Richards pulling out all the stops here. These fans on the edges of their seats signaling for Kreutz Wrath. No, going for the Dragon Suplex again. Can't get it once again. Back and forth, the advantage goes. Launches him overhead, but Davey lands on his feet. It's the boot up. Oh no! Catches himself on the apron, does Kenny Omega. Lands the forearm shot. Oh no, he's gonna try to suplex him to the floor. Knee strike from Richards. Lands a shot on Omega. He's gonna get the advantage right here. Brings him back inside the ring. Omega off the ropes. Runs right into the boot from Richards. He's got Omega now. Suplex over the top and all the way to the floor. And both men went crashing to the floor very hard. Both are in a world of pain right now and worn down from this hard-hitting battle. Referee up to a count of 7, applying the 20 count to these two athletes. Richards back underneath the bottom rope, and Omega back up himself, breaking the count. Davey Richards at a standing position, grabs hold of Omega, kicking away. Repeated kicks to the chest of Omega. Richards looking to send him into the ropes, but a reversal of the whip. Handspring, enziguri right to the back of the head. Pulls him over, cover. Omega with the shoulder up. Richards looking even more focused. Omega trying to pull himself back up. fans voicing their support for their chosen wrestler. Waist lock by Richards. Omega grabs hold of the ropes. Richards now trying to get him in position, elevates him to the top rope. Shot right across the chest. Richards now to the second, and all the way to the top rope himself. Superplex possibly. Omega trying his best to block. Scoots through the legs of Richards. Shot right to the back. Takes away Richards' balance. He's all the way to the top rope once again, and Omega climbing up himself. Oh no, Kreutz Wrath off the ropes. Can he get it? Richards escapes, lands on his feet. Runs into the boot from Omega. To the top rope he goes. Release German superplex. And a big boot from Richards. Bridging German. 2 3/4. Richards can't believe it. Neither can these fans. Low relief cinched in. Will Omega be forced to tap out? Trying to crawl toward the ropes. He reaches the rope. Damage was done to the legs of Kenny Omega. The advantage has gone back and forth between these two determined athletes. And the fans here in the St. Louis area witnessing something special here tonight. Kicks from Davey Richards. He's got Omega up. Nice with the body slam. All the way to the top rope goes Richards. Shooting star press, but all knees right to the midsection. Can Omega capitalize? Reverse Hurricanrana. Right on his head goes Richards. Dragon suplex, he gets it. 2.5. Perhaps he's going to go for Kreutz Wrath once again. Maybe if Kenny Omega can hit that maneuver on Davey Richards, he can pull out the victory here against one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Omega back to his feet. Waiting for the right moment to strike. But Richards connects first. He's got him up. Counter. Going for the cloverleaf. He cinches it in once again. This could be it for Omega. Rolls him into a small package. 2.5 once again. Duck of the clothesline. Alarm clock. Lariat turns him inside out. Richards looking to finish the job. DR driver. No. Small package. He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Kenny Omega!
Davey Richards can't believe it. A quick inside cradle from Kenny Omega scored the 1-2-3. After so many hard strikes and fast-paced action between these two men for about 20 minutes, an inside cradle earns Kenny Omega a huge win against half of the World Tag Team Champions. Everyone here in Collinsville saw something special here tonight between these two men. And I, for one, would love to see a rematch between these two. Richard's not very pleased, but give a whole lot of credit to Kenny Omega. Truly establishing himself as a superstar here in Ring of Honor.
Relax.
Bullshit,
relax.
I kicked out of two.
I know.
You saw Perry saw me kick out
I
of
know.
two.
You still ring the goddamn bell. Really?
No, you
Right
always
now?
showed up at the wrong time,
Right
huh?
now.
So I guess you want to see me lose, huh? The champ lost, huh? Yeah, well.
Makes you happy, doesn't
Yeah. I'll tell you something. The sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. Kenny Omega, wow, okay. Everyone, let's do it together. Here we go. Guess what, boy? You didn't get a win tonight. What you did is you pissed me off. Now I'm coming for you. I'm going to make an example out of you and everyone else that gets in my way from here on out. I got soft tonight. Hey, Eddie wasn't by my side. My bad, I admit it. But you know what? I'm starting new. I'm gonna get my win back from Kenny Omega, and then I'm gonna make this belt a twin brother with the World Championship. The hunt starts over.